May the peace, mercy, and blessings of God be upon you. However, if you look at most types of whales, they have an open appetite except for the orca, which is not even classified as a whale. You will find that most of them do not cause any danger for medium or large marine animals despite the strength and size of their bodies. However, their nature is not predatory. But recently the world discovered the existence of a strange whale. He was a killing machine combining strength, hugeness, and prestige. It has ruled the sea world for millions of years. And all the marine creatures were terrified at that time. Welcome. I am Omar Abdin, but before we start, if you are still new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to receive our videos first. The Pisco Ica Desert, located near the southern coast of Peru, is considered the first to reach a length moderate to the height of a human. It has lived on Earth for millions of years, and while a research team was in the region at the beginning of this century, one of them asked a question: I wonder what is the greatest discovery we can find here. One of his colleagues showed him a strange picture, a giant tooth that resembles the teeth of a sperm whale. But it is abnormally huge. Its length reached 40 years. He explained to his colleagues that this tooth was discovered in Chile, in an area whose land nature is similar to the Pisco Ica Desert. It is possible to answer the question posed by his colleague. It is represented by the ages on the skull of the whale with the tooth. In 2008, on the last day of the expedition, they actually found a giant whale skull 3 reins long. Part of it is broken, but the skull jaw is completely present. The size of the rings in the jaw matches the giant tooth that was discovered in Chile. From the first look at the fossil, the research team concluded that it belongs to a new species of whale. To us, after research and study, it became clear that it has been ruling the oceans for 13 million years. At the time when he was more generous shark in history, Megalodon shark. Pisces is considered one of the ancestors of the sperm whale. The largest predators are zooids, teeth in the world, but with characteristics and nature is thousands of times more dangerous from any sperm whale, even if the terrible whale was Tartar Mobadak novel as one of the ancestors of the sperm whale. The research team named the whale Leviathan. It is the name used by the American novelist Herman Melville to refer to the terrible amberjack in his novel Moby Dick. It was inspired by the incident of the destruction of a huge hold wall of the American ship Essex in the early 19th century. The name itself was inspired by Melvin from a mythical snake-like sea monster. Over time, the name Leviathan became a common term to refer to any powerful sea monster. Accordingly, Herman Melville used it in referring to the sperm whale in his well-known novel in honor of Herman Melville, the writer of the novel. The research team named the whale Leviathan Melville. If we take a general look at whales, we will find that every whale is one of the whales that currently exists in our world. She has her own style of deception. Baleen whales, for example, the one like the blue whale stands out with baleen plates instead of teeth. They are thin sheets. It hangs from the whale's upper jaw. It is mainly used for filtering food from water, although it is the largest animal that has ever lived on Earth. However, it depends on crustaceans such as krill for its food. This krill is something like shrimp, but the blue whale does not eat 2-3 a day. He eats approximately 40 million krill daily. It is enough for him to open his mouth underwater. It devours a huge amount of its food at a time here. The baleen plates work to trap food inside the mouth, while the whale expels water. Again, this type of whale does not pose any danger to large marine animals. If we could highlight the toothed whales present at our station, such as the sperm whale or the beaked whale, we will find that although they have teeth, their strength is weak, and they are not used to it to use their teeth to kill with prey. They are content with using it lip, testicle, and food swallowing, completely as the sperm whale does with giant squid. Although the squid is of average length 10 frames and weight 275 kilograms, however, the whale does not think about using its teeth. Cut it into small pieces and suffice swallow it all at once, including what is in it, its huge eyes and sharp beak. This is common among all whales. What we mentioned is that despite its strength, its enormous size is unimaginable, a real danger to marine animals large, unlike, for example, an orca known as the killer whale, and those who use more than 50 teeth. A sharp 10-centimeter long tooth, hold it tightly and cut it off before eat it. And if you want to know more about the shark whale, you will find a separate episode for me on the channel. Some researchers suggest that a shark whale's kit is stronger than its kit, the saltwater crocodile. But the shark is almost half the length of a whale amber, and its weight, it does not simmer a quarter of its weight, let alone the comparison between it and the blue whale. Imagine if I had a blue whale. He has the same sharp teeth, and the orca's predatory nature was possible. What works in Sea World and Mata, the danger he could have caused for all sea creatures, and the form of conflicts between them and the rest predatory creatures. And here comes the Leviathan to show us what he is about. What would happen if I owned the oceans? A whale the size of a sperm whale with teeth that are much stronger than the arcade. The nature is more insatiable and predatory of the artichoke fish, Although Leviathan is one of the ancestors of